you can see an ophthalmologist like myself, and we have a lot of arrows in the quiver to treat you. I kind of describe it like a treatment ladder, and often the first rung is all the over-the-counter stuff, artificial tears, warm compresses. Oftentimes that's not enough. And so the second rung of the treatment ladder is, I would say, prescription. And every doctor kind of looks at this differently. But for me, in my practice, I would say the second rung is prescription eye drops. So there's a lot of marketing for this kind of stuff. See commercials for Xiidra, Restasis, Mibo, and all those work great for different types of patients. Xiidra and Restasis are dry eye drops that are twice a day, and they're anti-inflammatory in nature, basically. So dry eyes is a very inflammatory process. Inflammation causes more dryness, which causes more inflammation, causes more dryness. And so you're trying to break that downward spiral. It's a twice a day drop that I usually trial for 3 to 4 weeks. It's really good for patients that have an inflammatory kind of dry eye. So patients that have rheumatoid arthritis, Sjogren's syndrome, any sort of autoimmune condition, they're very prone to having a very inflammatory dry eye. So those work really well. For run-of-the-mill dry eyes, sometimes it doesn't work quite as well. Mibo is like a very oily substance. It kind of simulates the oil that you have in your meibomian glands. It's very soft. It feels good. I've tried it, used it myself. And so it's kind of like a super boosted lubricant. So I'll try, depending on kind of what I see and talking to the patients, I'll try one of those options. And then also on the second rung of the ladder would be punctal plugs. So some people may have heard of those, but basically your tears drain from your eyes into your nose through this small little duct in your lower and upper lid. And we have these plugs, which are, range in size from 1/5 of a millimeter to 1/2 a millimeter. They're very small. And you take these little tweezers and you just put the little plugs in the drain. So it's like plumbing. It just keeps your tears on your eyes a few seconds longer before draining into your nose. Patients shouldn't feel them. They don't even really know they're there. The ones I use dissolve in 6 months. And so I tell patients, we can do it. It's very easy. It takes me 10 seconds. And either, they'll help, or I'll put them in and you'll be like, I didn't notice a difference. And then we try something else. But I would consider those kind of things tier 2 for dry eye treatment. Usually after a couple of weeks, so say I start you on Xiidra, Restasis, see you back a month or two later, or whenever the patient can get back. And if I'm still seeing a lot of dryness or patients aren't noticing improvement, there's still kind of 2 more steps. I would say the step above those would be something called serum tears. Serum tears are pretty awesome. I used to use them in the military all the time for bad burn patients and trauma and infections or other diseases. But basically, we draw your blood, or you go to a place that draws your blood, spin it down. They take the red blood cells out and they use your serum, which is like straw colored, as an eye drop. It's all your own natural growth factors, anti-inflammatory cytokines, and other good things that are in your own body's serum as an eye drop. I'll usually start patients on those 3 to 4 times a day to start. But those can be really helpful. And then finally, one thing that I really like doing is amniotic membrane. So it's a human placenta tissue, which is pretty cool. The patients think that this is sort of new technology, but it's actually been out for like 30 years. They used to make these sheets that were like this big, or I guess they still do, of amniotic tissue from a donor placenta, which kind of has stem cell-like properties. It's very pro-epithelial growth, very anti-inflammatory. In the military, I would use them for bad ocular burns in the ICU or bad infections or ulcers, but they were so big that I would have to like sew them onto the patient's face. So in the ICU, it was kind of okay. They were asleep, they didn't mind, but it wouldn't be something I would do in the clinic. But that same company made a contact lens version of amniotic tissue from human placenta. And so I'll put those contacts on people's eyes. They dissolve in about 24 hours. I do one eye at a time, and they work really, really well. And so that's all to say that there's like tons of things you can do for dry eyes for a lot of patients if they're, trying artificial tears and don't really feel like they do anything.